Hello there, I'm artist Aaron Rutten, and welcome to another episode of my digital artist vlog. In this episode, we're going to talk about how to protect your artwork from copyright infringement. What we want to do is we want to try this new feature on Google. We'll go to Google Images, and we'll click on this little photo icon here that says Search by Image. Now you can paste a URL, which is the link to your image if it's online, or you can upload an image, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to choose this Buddha painting that I did here. It's going to take a minute to upload because it's a pretty big file. And then what it's going to do is it's going to search the web for that image, and anywhere where that image has been used, it's going to tell me. And I'm going to look through this list and I'm going to see if anybody's using the image that shouldn't be. So let's look. It's showing us a couple of options for Buddhism, so it's guessed that that's what this is. But we want to look under pages that include matching images. So Shutterstock, that's okay. I'm selling it on Shutterstock. This is a derivative of that. Same with CanStock and so on. So these are all fine. I'm just going to keep looking through the list and see if I find anything that looks strange. So here's a page. This looks kind of like a Wikipedia, maybe for Japan or somewhere. And they're using my image here. I could email this website and say, take this image down, but from what I gather, this website is kind of informational and they're not really selling it, so I'm not going to make a big deal about that. I'm only going to look for people who are selling the image or who have it on kind of a commercial website where they could otherwise be licensing it, because I do have this for sale and it doesn't cost much to license this image. It's like a few dollars. Now this website here was using my image and I emailed the guy and told him to take it down and he took it down. So this actually does work for protecting your work. Now this is especially important because a couple of my friends who are digital artists have had their work stolen by people who have been selling it on merchandise on other websites. So you do want to do a search for this because there are people out there who sell other people's artwork. There was even a guy who posted my friend's artwork in a contest and won a contest with artwork that wasn't even his, and my friend caught him and made them take it all down. So you do need to protect yourself here. Now, whether or not you should watermark your piece, that's kind of up to you. I really don't like to watermark my artwork because I feel like it kind of is distracting, so I don't do it. But just don't put up really high resolution images, and then that way people can't really do much with them if they do download them. Another thing that you can do if you want to copyright your work is you can go ahead and bring it into Photoshop. So I'm going to pull up an image here, that same Buddha image, and I'm going to go to File, File Info. Now within this file info, this will allow me to copyright the image, and I can put in my copyright information like this, and this will be saved into the metadata for the file. So now if anybody opens this file and looks at the file information, it's going to say copyrighted, and it's going to have your copyright information stamped in it. And if anybody saves a copy of this file, then it should have that copyright information as well. Now there is a way to get rid of that. And there's also a way to get rid of watermarks too, so you're not always 100% protected against people stealing your work. Like for instance, I can watermark this piece here and go ahead and flatten this image. Now we've got a watermark, but it's just as easy to go through with something like the lasso tool and select just the person's watermark, and then hit Shift F5 and go to Content Aware Fill, and voila, it's gone. Now there's a little bit of area here, but you know, people probably won't notice that, and if they really wanted to, they could clean that up. But for the most part, my watermark is gone. So you can see it's pretty easy for people to steal your work, but it's also just as easy now for you to go on Google and do the image search for your own artwork. And then what do you do if you do find something? Well, just email the person and say, look, you're using my image, you obviously haven't paid for it, you just took it from my website, and I'd like it if you'd go ahead and take it down. If they don't take it down, then you'll have to report it to the authorities. That's just kind of a big hassle depending on what country you're in and whether or not you have to get a lawyer involved. So most of the time asking people to take it down is going to work, but if it doesn't, then you'll have to go ahead and report them. So if you want some information on that, you can just put in report copyright infringement in a Google search, and you can go to copyright.gov. There's a whole list of what you can do to enforce your copyright. So I hope that information was helpful and helps protect you and your artwork from people who want to steal it and sell it for their own profit or claim it as their own work. If you found this information helpful, take a quick second to like this video and share it with your friends, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button to get updates when I release new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Monday for another episode of my vlog.